Hello everybody, it's Vinyl Rich here. Another Vinyl Finds video. This one's brought to you by Miller Lite. Going basic this time. I want to thank everybody that watched my last video. It was basically 33 minutes long. And when I saw that, I go, man, I should reshoot this because my belief was that, you know, if it's too much over 20 minutes, a lot of people don't even bother watching. And how wrong I was. I mean, it's got way more views than I expected. So I'm glad I didn't delete it. And I even want to thank the biker and the skinhead, the two guys that seem to watch all my videos and give me a thumbs down. Thank you. I'm going to show two albums here. They're not recent purchases, but it's some Turkish Psych. Steve Carlson, I mentioned to him that I like Turkish Psych. He's been showing a lot of stuff from different parts of the world. And this is Mustafa Ozkent. Don't ask me how to pronounce the name of the album. This is right here. That's the guy. But you can find this. It's great. Great album. Really funky stuff too. And another one I recommend is Selda. Turkish Psych. From the 70s. Now my recent purchases. This first one is Pink Floyd, A Nice Pair. It's basically a saucer full of secrets and what's that other one? The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Their first two albums on one of these twofers. This probably came out when Dark Side of the Moon was blowing up, I would think. I think it came out about that time. I own 2 copies of The Pipers at the Gates of Dawn. I own a first pressing Israeli copy, which is like a 68 or 69 UK pressing, basically. And I own the Record Store Day one that was in mono. Now, I prefer the stereo mix of that album. But I didn't have a saucer full of secrets. And this is fine, man. I'm glad to have this. I mean, if I find a good copy of that in excellent shape, if it's in very good or whatever, I'm not going to bother because this is great. The sleeves are basically the same. One has a bluish tint, one is a greenish tint. And it's on the Harvest label. Very cool edition. Got that very cheaply. There's a few more Pink Floyds I want to get. Now this artist here, there's 3 albums by him that I definitely want to get. Bob Dylan. This was not one of the 3, but this is a good album. It's with the band. And it's got what is it? 2 versions of Forever Young on it. It's a good album. This is a later press. It's got the barcode, which is fine. I mean, I picked this up for a few dollars, so it's, you know. The 3 that I really want to get is Blood on the Tracks. I mean, I'm seeing the outtake ones at the stores right now, but I think, man, why would I get that if I don't even have the original? I want to get Blonde on Blonde. I want to get Free Will and Bob Dylan. And then I'm pretty much done with Bob Dylan. Unless I see, you know, one of his other 60s ones or 70s for cheap. But other than that, I don't need any more Bob Dylan. And it's on a basic Columbia label. It's a good album. It's not a great album. And this next one, man. I mean, this is probably the album I've listened to the most in the last week and a half. It's T-Model Ford on Fat Possum Records. It's Pee Wee, Get My Gun. This is a blues album on Fat Possum. Fat Possum releases so much good stuff. This guy, he makes R.L. Bernstein sound like an audiophile. This is pretty lo-fi. Some of the songs more so than others. It's basically this guy and another dude on drums. Let's see if I can see it here. Guess it doesn't matter, does it? But there's 2 tracks that have an organ and another guy playing drums. But yeah, just the songs are just kind of grooves. In all honesty, the guy doesn't have a lot to say. I mean, there's one song on here, Turkey and the Rabbit. And it's about a turkey hunting a rabbit. And it's got turkey and a rabbit. And he doesn't really say much. There's another song where he's going to stick his shoe up your ass. He's going to shoot you in your ass. Cut You Loose. The first song's fantastic. If you're a Stevie Ray Vaughan, isn't that the guy's name? If you're one of them kind of blues guys, you're not going to like this. But if you like the really raw, gritty stuff, Mississippi Hill country blues is one of my favorites right now. And I'm going to pick up some more Fat Possum stuff. There's a record store very close to my house. It's one of the closer ones to my house. And they have a few Fat Possum records. Probably next week when I get paid, I'll go over there and get a couple. But yeah, this one is one I don't see very often. I paid a little more than this. I bought this one used. But this is, I dig it, man. If you're looking for great musicianship, maybe this is not for you. But this is on YouTube. Check it out. I mean, I think it's fantastic, dude. And I don't know, man. I love this album. I've listened to it a lot this week, and it's gotten to the point where my wife is, "Oh, you're gonna listen to that again?" And very plain labels. Very cool. Now this next one, Deadwax66 played this on one of his live streams, and I ordered it on eBay last year. And it never came, and I said, what the hell, you know? So I looked into it, and they canceled the order. I guess they didn't have any more. And they refunded me on PayPal, and I didn't even notice. So that sucks. So a couple of weeks ago, he was doing a live stream again, and I asked him, you know, hey, put on this album, because he was asking, what do you guys want to hear? Because I didn't really remember what it sounded like. And as soon as he put it on, man, that first song, Mil Puñaladas, I go, okay, yeah, I'm going to get that. So I ended up getting it. It's Los Aspiradoros. That means the vacuum cleaners. For those that don't know. I mean, I don't know Spanish very well. I understand it a little. My wife's, that's her first language, so I was asking her, what is this? And she goes, what? The vacuum cleaners? But yeah, man, this is some raunchy-ass garage, dude. The singer is fucking unhinged. The singer is crazy. And but yeah, this is some of the best new garage that I've heard in a long time. I dig these guys. They're from Spain. I don't think I said that. They have a few albums out, and I'm more than likely to check out one or two of their others. But yeah, I highly recommend that. If you're into garage rock, check these guys out, dude. Big time. And it's on Sound Flat Records. Pretty cool label there. With some bats flying over a house. While we're on the Garage Kick. I'm going to show a couple more comps that I recently bought. These are the last of the Garage Punk Unknowns, Volume 1. This is a really good series. Highly recommend this series. This series, these are better than that Bad Vibrations. The Bad Vibrations is good, but this is, I think, a little bit better. Crypt Records, they always do a good job. That's what the label looks like. Really cool. And I got Volume 2. I think I already had Volume 3, so I figured I'll pick up Volume 1 and 2. American Teenage Garage Hoot, 1965 to 1967. Let's see, what did they say on this one? American Teenage Garage Hoot, yeah, same thing. Basically, you know, similar covers. Just really, I mean, I can't get enough of that stuff. And I can't be bothered trying to hunt down all these singles. So, these comps are great for me. Now this next one is a Tosco's punk band from Santa Ana, California. Just down the 5 from me in Orange County. Spanish language punk band. She's the singer, she's the drummer, and I don't know, the bass and guitar. Really good punk music. Melodic type punk music, but the singer's a little more intense, you know. But yeah, I like it. And I'm not sure how to say the name of the album either. But yeah, this is a good band. I like Generation Suicida better probably. I only have their first album. But I've listened to some of their other albums online, and man, they're a Hispanic, probably Mexican punk band from South LA. But yeah, I recommend this. I mean, if you're into punk, if you're not into punk, you might not like it. But it's not like real. It's not like that New York hardcore stuff. That real brutal. And pretty plain labels. Now, I got some 12 inches. I don't buy 12 inches. In fact, the record store that's closest to me, they sell a lot of 12 inches. And I haven't been into that store in months, maybe 6 months or more. And I picked up some 12 inches there. I have maybe 2 boxes of 12 inches, maybe a little more than that. I used to buy them in the 80s, and I buy them on occasion. But Vinyl Transmission, that guy, man, he gets so excited when he shows his records. I dig the dude. I don't think he digs me though, you know. But that's cool. But he was showing Britney Spears. And he was all excited, man. He got like 6, maybe it was 8 Britney Spears white label promos. And it's weird, man. I go, that's weird. I just picked up a Britney Spears white label promo. And it's Oops, I Did It Again. I don't know if this is her first album. It's the album that my daughter wanted when she was, when it first came out. My daughter that's, I think, going to be 25. And I thought the album was okay. I thought Oops, I Did It Again was a pretty cool song. She did a version of Satisfaction by the Stones I thought was pretty good. So I saw this and I go, man, it's a white label promo. I'll check it out. And it's basically 6 different remixes. Yeah, 6 different remixes of this song. Some of them are better than others. I like this one, Ospina's crossover mix. It's got like acoustic guitars in it. That's pretty cool. But I mean, it's okay. She doesn't really have a great voice, though. I was listening to this, and it's like, she's not a great singer. Kind of like Janet Jackson, you know. She's not really great singers. And, I mean, talk about Janet Jackson. Okay, she's just got put into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, we've all know the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a joke, but come on, Janet Jackson, rock and roll. I don't think so. She don't have a bit of rock and roll in her at all. But anyways, getting off to a tangent. Britney Spears plays live. I guess you can say live loosely. She's basically lip syncing, and from what I hear, she's making like $600,000 a night for lip syncing. Man, you gotta be an idiot to go pay to see that. Anyways, the next one I picked up was The Cure, Hot, Hot, Hot. It was on that album, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. And this has 3 different remixes of it. So I thought, yeah, this is pretty cool. It's got the extended remix, and it's got a remix, which I think is the same song, but it's not as extended. And then it's got a Hey You extended remix of that. Pretty cool. I don't think they're necessarily as good as the original, the one on the album. But I kind of dig listening to this stuff. Because in my mind, you know, if I ever have a party, I always have all these 12 inches I can throw on. But I never did. So now I guess it would be an oldies party. Because most of my 12 inches are from the 80s. Now this next one, it's on Def Jam Records. This is the sleeve in the shrink. And it's Public Enemy. It's a couple of, well, it's all songs from their album, It'll Take a Millions of whatever to Keep Us Down. I don't have that album on vinyl, so I figured, I'll pick this up. It's got like Prophets of Rage vocal, Prophets of Rage power version, and then it's got Don't Believe the Hype, which is like the song, the main song. And The Rhythm, The Rebel. Pretty cool. Now this next one, Eazy-E, Any Last Words. I think this came out in 94 maybe, if I remember right. Yeah, 94. This is like 6 different remixes of that song. Pretty cool, dude. It's got like instrumental version. The instrumental version is this pretty cool. The acapella. How do you say that? Let me look. It doesn't, huh? Anyways, it's got different versions of the same song. Pretty cool. And I got another Eazy-E from 96. Sippin' on a 40. And Creep and Crawl on one side. 4 versions of Creep and Crawl. And 3 versions of Sippin' on a 40. I mean, pretty cool. I mean, it's a 12-inch, but Sippin' on a 40 is 18 minutes long, you know? And on this side, the Creep and Crawl, it's like 20 minutes almost, you know? So it's album length, but really cool. I dig that shit. Got 2 more. This is Beastie Boys. Hold It Now, Hit It. We used to play this. Actually, we used to play the DVD. The Beastie Boys DVD a lot, man. When we had those TV parties. Back in the 80s with me, Robert, Tom, and Dave. But yeah, it's got Hold It Now. The album's version. Instrumental version. And the vocal only. What is it? I know it says it here now. Acapulco. Whatever. I'm a retard, you know. I'll put that later. And the last one is Tommy Boy Records, De La Soul. And it's off it's Jennifer. And then it's got this 1-minute thing, Skip to My Loop, which is, it's okay, I guess. And then Potholes in My Lawn. And it's on that one famous album where there's 3 Feet and Rising. And then the other side is basically instrumentals of that. This is a white label promo. But yeah, that's it. I hope this wasn't 30 minutes long. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Take care, guys and gals.